black viper root. I dug it out of a little patch that was growing here, and I wasn't even aware of it because it was so covered up by blackberry leaves. But I still have a couple left in there. You can see those little sprouts. These came up from seed from a plant that was there last year. And I transplanted 3 of them into this bed of, that's parsley root, and you can see the parsley root is just developing really nicely here. Really big roots in here. See that? This one I think I'm going to let grow for next year. Hopefully it'll make it through the winter and make me some seed. But I'm going to start harvesting these pretty soon too. I see some other ones that are really big in there too. This is white salsify. This is actually otherwise known as black salsify, but it's another word for it is black viper root. And then these black viper roots I transplanted, so it's the first time I ever tried that. I don't see why they wouldn't grow. I mean, all the energy is in the root. So this one and this one are transplants. They're smaller roots, and then there was a bigger root that I transplanted. It's back here. These 3 come up from seed that I threw in a bed of white salsify here. I just threw them in there right on the ground. I had beets growing in here too, so beets and white salsify. I still have some beets growing. I've been taking the leaves off of that beet. Another one over there. I think I'll leave those in too. Oh, I just found another black salsify that is coming up from seed that I threw in there. And I didn't throw it in here till like July. Maybe even August already. So they're late ones. These 3 definitely had some big roots. I'm not even going to check on these other ones. So that's interesting. This stuff is really good because the critters, all the critters just go nuts over it. It has to be very high in minerals. There's something that they really like about it. I'm going to eat it, and I've already eaten some. I think the critters are right. It really gets you the feeling very good, I think, like digestively speaking. So that's the word for today. I haven't been in here to check on the ramps and the seeds. There's a couple left. I don't know where the other ones went to. Oops. But I'm going to plant these couple here. Oh, one just came off. There's 5 there. There's another one that just fell off. I wonder if I can find any on the ground yet. Or is this something that birds eat? Because I've got a lot of birds. I planted my grandma's onions bulbils back here a couple of maybe 3 weeks ago, and they're coming up very nice. I'm not sure when I'm going to eat them. I'm overcome with onions this year, so more than likely I'll wait till early spring when they shoot up. They even grow when the ground is frozen solid. Somewhere down the line I'm going to come up with my top 5 permaculture annual crop food sources, and this is one of them. It's called Celeriac. It grows wonderfully with very little attention, and this year this part of the garden received a lot of shade, so it grows in shade and it just doesn't fail. I've tried to make it fail, but it won't. And these leaves are just full of nutrients and fibers right there. Humans have to eat this right out of the garden, fresh, from the plant to the mouth. Like from here, see that, to here. Our digestive system are full of microbes, and we want to feed those microbes fiber, fresh enzymes. Chew the food well, get the enzymes really activated and send her down. And there's microbes on those leaves that will facilitate the microbiome in your gut system. Or in mine anyways, because I'm doing it. This is a bed that I've uncovered. I had it covered up with panels here. I grew a crop of some type of allium, I forget what it was in here. And some peppers. And we're just gonna uncork some of this thing and see what it looks like. Look at that. Oop, there's a worm. that's a garden worm, so that tells me that I have a lot of bacteria in here. If you've seen a lot of little red worms, then you know there's a lot of biomaterial waiting to be processed in here. Oh, I want some beautiful stuff. These are all roots, I think, from the blackberries that are growing around here. Well, they're going to get a haircut because all of this material is going to come out of here, be replaced with the 2021 compost next year. This is climbing spinach seeds, and I just took one and rubbed it apart to get at the seed, and this is what it did to my fingers. There's a seed in here. So I don't know how to harvest them. You might get that. Oh, I just dropped it. Let's there's a seed right there. So I don't know if you have to bring them in the house, stratify them, or if they grow right into the soil. Right now when you harvest them, I don't know. I'm going to have to research it a little bit. Now I'm going to be growing a combination of garlic, which I've already planted. That's where the stakes are. And there are a few elephant garlic bulbs in here that are whole bulbs. And then I'm going to plant peppers in with it. The idea is there aren't going to be that many slugs in here because of the wooden sides. It's going to get a lot of sun and a lot of heat. Those peppers should like it. I don't know. It's an experiment. We'll see what happens. From that to that. This is the total end of the property. I call it the pawpaw patch for obvious reasons. There's also American persimmons growing. That's another pawpaw. Some black locusts in here that I'm encouraging. Let them sprout up, and then I take them as fence posts or stakes. There's a fence post right there. And I planted more American persimmons. I've been planting them every year for years, and most of them fail. When I planted this one, I planted 5 together. When I planted this one, I planted 5 together. And this is only survivor. And I don't know, I might have planted 2 dozens back here now. But here's one I planted, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. That's still alive. It's been making it through the winters. It never died back. Similarly with that one, it never died back. That one there has died back a few times in that little cage. Last winter included. I have 2 back here that die back every single year for 4 or 5 years. There's one right there. There's one right in that cage right there, hidden in there. You can kind of see the purplish leaves. Now, those have got a pretty thick stem this year, and they grew quite tall, almost 5 feet tall. Maybe this is the year they make it through. But this is a female. It's been blossoming. There's no males to pollinate it. We grafted 2 males on here, they both failed. This was a male and that was a male. So we'll try grafting some more again, because I don't want to wait. And then there's news of suckers coming up. So I'm sure these suckers are from this tree here, because it was girdled by voles last year. We did a bridge graft, and the bridge graft has worked. Actually did 3-4 of them in here, but one of them worked. And then plus it has sprung up a bunch of new shoots, which I like. So one of these we're going to graft instead of the main tree. Try again.